Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Government Experience. Just want to do this video before I head out, before I head home. So anyway, I got back in the house, started to make the dough for the bakes that I was going to fry for the kids, and while I'm doing it, I had to take my rings off. These I have one each on each of my pointing finger. All right. Now the reason why I have these rings on it because they have uh, issues. I just say I target them back like that, right? And particularly the New York Predators Department. Whenever I look at my rings, they, for some reason, without my rings, when every time I use my pointing finger, they are constantly using their sirens. But when I put my rings on, then they will at times not use their sirens, depending on it, or they will hijack my consciousness, have me look at my ring, and then use the sirens. So anyway, as I was needing the door and stuff like that, they were heavily had me on the remote monitoring. Then I was going to leave some of the door back. Then they started using the sirens, right? Which I did leave some of it back because I'm not going to be able to finish all of it tonight. But again, using the sirens, right? So what this is about? This is again trying to manipulate situations to take away my disability, so they can drive me to homelessness, and also trying to put me on medication because I can see what it is that they're doing, and because they believe that me taking medication somehow is going to prevent me from continue to expose what it is that they do. Now, mind you, I've been on medication. I used to take medication for a whole decade. Right? They never stopped targeting me. It isn't until, like I said, I started doing the research and understanding what it is that they were doing, how they do this to people within the society, how the pharmaceutical companies are part of this also in terms of profiting off of the covert psychological operations out within the public sphere, right? Through setup, frame ups, and engaging in cognitive warfare. A lot of this stuff, most of it, I would say, is profit driven, all right? And it is to employ people in a fictitious industry that the elites creates, all right? And so another thing too, I was listening to Bobby Hemmett, which I did a video and I uploaded. But I'm watching another video, and when that video finished, there was a video that was up next with the Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I had that moment again when I know when they hijacked my consciousness because I became fixated on the video. What do you call it? The shoot the thumbnail of the video. All right, and immediately as my eyes shifted, like there's this moment where I know that this is not me. All right, and I start staring at the thumbnail. You hear the sirens, and immediately as I start staring at the sirens, they use their siren. The New York Predator Department. That's the ambulance right there. But the New York Predator Department use their sirens. Okay, like I said, a lot of this is to uh, um, crush dissent, right? Meaning that as a black people, as we come into consciousness, they have created ways to manipulate us, to try to subdue us, to control us, and to keep us from coming into consciousness, coming into our reality, the true reality, right? In terms of who they are, what it is that they've done to us, and continue to do to us and our children, and to what they'll continue to do to future generation of black people, right? So they like I said, they don't want to change who they are. They are they want to revert back to their worst personality trait, the one that they're hiding, the one that they're uncomfortable um, in terms of uh, their fake personality and how they interact with us now. Okay, they want to go back to who they truly are, without any repercussion, without them being called racist and bigoted. Right? They want to revert that back to that, and you see that's happening today. So all the sirens that's going off now, it is because I am exposing what it is that they do, and I'll continue to expose what it is that they do. Because, like I said, they don't want to change our mind. As a black person, Listen, I understand that they could do this. They have done this to my kids also. All right. Like I said, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than me. All right. And so they're going to continue to engage in such behavior, and I'm going to continue to expose them because it is my purpose. And the fact that they cannot control me or silence me is it's making them even more insane. They're already insane, but the fact that now they're understanding that they cannot control me, particular as a TI, as a victim of non-consensual human experimentation, that they can't control me. So if they can't control me, like I said, they always try to make an example out of you, which is fine because I'm gonna make an example out of them, right? And showing that these white racists, that your control mechanism scheme will be figured out. It will be destroyed. And when your time comes, let's see if you use that nuclear option like you've been sending me subliminal messages. If black people rise, that they will use nuclear weapons so that black people cannot rise to the equal level as them or even surpass them. All right? Anyhow, talk to you guys in the next video.